Hey, how y'all doing? I'm saying y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Anyway, how you doing? This is Big Sam, Nephews, and Sherry podcast, sports podcast. And I want to welcome everyone that's listening. We come on once a week, every Sunday, right around 3 o'clock Central Time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, agree with me.
It's all about California.
Man.
It's all about California.
You know, I got my my mask on, and I got my Dodger hat on.
Mask courtesy of Sherry.
That's right. Sherry bought me the mask.
It's all about the West Coast today. It's all about the
All about.
Coast.
West side.
West side. It's all about the Dodgers and the champions and the Lakers that are champions and soon to be the 49ers.
Hopefully the 49ers. Good grief.
She's watching the Green Bay and Vikings game.
Oh my God, I can't breathe.
She loves torture. She loves torture.
Sorry.
We're trying to work over here, Sherry.
No, but there's like 13 seconds left and we're winning. And the Packers have no timeouts.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. Y'all can go ahead.
Shoot.
I'll join in.
DeMonte Freeman is already I mean, not DeMonte. Adams is going off today, though.
Right. Hey, yeah, man, some good games going on today. Baltimore and Pittsburgh are 28-24 in the fourth quarter with they got a fourth down, and you have Miami.
Going crazy.
They're trouncing on the Rams. So I don't feel
What?
bad. Yeah, I don't feel bad when the 49ers got whooped up. So now, yeah.
The Rams are losing to Miami?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Tui is the real deal, correct?
Nah, he's not really having that big of a game, though.
Yeah, he's only throwing for 93 yards. I mean, he's controlling the game, but their defense is stepping up, though. Big time.
Oh.
Okay, sorry.
But
we beat Green Bay.
Good job. Yeah,
Green Bay.
Y'all got 2 wins now.
Yeah, we do. I'll take the win in Green Bay.
Oh, man, you know who else has 2 wins? The Falcons.
Right, the Falcons.
Right, because they won Thursday.
I guess they decided they want to win now instead of tanking, so.
They put the black coach in. It was like, all right.
That was not forward pass.
Yeah.
Okay, finish.
That's looking like the NFL. The NFL scores. I mean, you know, Dallas is looking like crap too. They're terrible. They're 2-5 too. So man, you guys are with Dallas. And Cincinnati is actually going to get their win today against Tennessee.
Finally.
Yep, finally. So was it? There'll be 2. They'll have 2 wins, and Burrow goes again for 250 yards and 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. Not playing like a rookie.
Well, the thing is that usually if you're the Heisman Trophy winner, 9 out of 10 times you're going to end up going to a bum team.
Right.
You know, look, case in point, Johnny Manziel won the Heisman, right? He went to Cleveland, correct?
Yep.
Now, go fast forward a few years later, Baker Mayfield, he wins the Heisman. Where does he go? Cleveland,
yeah.
And then, of course, Jameis Winston, he won the Heisman.
He went to Cleveland.
Where did he go?
Tampa
Bay.
Tampa.
So it's not like these teams are going to, you know, these guys are going to, because usually if you win the Heisman, you're doomed to go to a not so good team.
Right.
You just are.
Right.
But I think Burrow's in a better situation though, because that team has weapons. They have a lot of good weapons.
Yeah, they already have a run game. Andy Dalton was terrible.
Yeah, I mean that's just really what it is. They just needed someone to get the ball out, and they need an offensive line so you don't get killed every single week. Yep. So hopefully we'll see what happens with these new age quarterbacks.
Exactly.
it's like some of you look at some of these quarterbacks coming out. And I want to switch the subject real quick because the quarterback at Clemson is out. He's going to be out like another week. Right.
Yep.
And they have a big game next week.
Against Notre Dame.
They almost blew it this weekend, so you got to remember that. They almost blew it this weekend.
But that quarterback's not a bad quarterback. He's a 5-star quarterback.
Yeah,
he was the player. He was the offensive player of the year in the state of the United States. Last year?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
True freshman.
He's from Inland, California.
Yeah,
that's where he's from.
He'll be good. He'll be good.
Oh yeah.
And this will help him. It's kind of like he showed some poise. He really rallied the troops on that one. So
well, you think if he's able to pull out a win with Notre Dame, and then of course the following week after that, the starting quarterback will be back. Do you think that he goes back to the bench? Of course he does.
Yeah.
I'm asking a rhetorical question.
He's not just
I just had to catch my. That's like a duh moment.
Another duh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm noted to have him.
Yeah,
time to time.
2 games is something, but then you still got Etienne that's back there. Etienne, he received for 145 yards yesterday.
Right. And I just think that defensively, they're too quick for Notre Dame. Notre Dame's got some big slugs.
Right. Right. Yeah, they got some groundhogs. That's what Notre Dame is.
I was watching the Georgia Tech Notre Dame game yesterday, and if it wasn't for Georgia Tech being as sorry as they were.
Say it again.
I can admit, we're in a rebuilding phase right now.
Wait a minute, you're in a rebuilding year every year at Georgia Tech, okay?
But we're in a really rebuilding year this year. We got true freshmen at the quarterback position. Like, I don't know what else to do.
Nothing.
But but the defense though, they look really stagnant in the first half. They seem like they didn't really know what they wanted to do. But they eventually picked it up. They eventually picked it up in the second half and pulled it out. But if you play like that against Clemson, it's going to be a real. No. It's going to be a 45 to 3 game really quickly.
Yeah, I don't see Clemson have any problems at all. Even with this rookie quarterback coming in, he's the real deal.
Yes, he is.
You got a 4 or 5 star quarterback. Hey, they put you in the game. Hey.
And he gets 340 yards of passing. So
right.
It wasn't like they just changed the game plan up. Like, okay, hand the ball off. No, throw the ball. Keep on throwing it. Don't worry about it. So, and they let him make mistakes too. So, it was just learning experience. So you think about it. If he learns now, and then next year, Trevor Lawrence, he says he's going to stay 1 more year, but I don't know.
He should. I really think he should.
You think so?
Why? So
what are you drinking?
To the Jets.
Dude, who wants to go to the Jets?
Right. Well, that's true.
But it's a possibility.
Wow. I'm changing the subject. Sorry.
Go ahead.
The Bills just beat the Patriots.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
24-21.
Unfortunately. But he looked better this week, though.
Now, do you think the Cam's going to come back for another? Are they going to re-sign him for another year?
No.
I don't think so either.
They'll mess around and get one of those quarterbacks. Trevor Lawrence, they'll mess around and get some draft picks. They got a lot of draft picks. They'll mess around and get Trevor Lawrence. Don't they? What? They got a lot of draft picks.
It's a possibility they can do it, though. It's definitely likely.
The Vikings are worse.
I don't know, man.
But you guys don't need Trevor Lawrence. You guys just need a new team now.
Yes, they do.
No, because you got the overpaid quarterback.
Yeah.
Right, which is why I'm saying we don't.
$68 million, and you still have to pay him $68 million.
Right.
That's why we don't have no cap space.
Oh man, for real?
No cap space at all.
Yo,
just like the Wolves.
Like this dude, Kirk Cousins, he got paid for like 4 years, like literally got paid 4 years in a row, like some serious. He get 15 million a year. Like you're not that great, but he kept on playing this card right. So kudos to him.
But
His negotiating skills.
Goes to his agent.
but my question to you guys is, do you think that Dak should have did what Kirk Cousins was doing?
Yes.
And continue to drag it out the way that Kirk Cousins, because I mean, me personally,
he accidentally got hurt. That's the only thing. Kirk Cousins didn't get hurt. Dak got hurt. That's the only
Dak.
That's a big difference for Dak. See, now they're gonna probably underpay him when he comes back, and they don't really necessarily know if he comes back, and that injury is gonna probably keep him out like a whole year, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It is going to keep him out a whole year.
Right.
I mean, luckily it's early. Luckily it's early, so he has time to surgery, rehab, and then you know.
Well, Alex Smith, he went through a bunch of surgeries, and it took him about 2 years to come back.
Yeah. But I mean,
Bridgewater came back.
And the same thing with Teddy Bridgewater, right? He came back too.
Yep.
But see, Dak just tore up his ankle. He didn't have an ACL, so that's a good thing for him.
I don't know. I'd rather tear the ACL. Man, I have both injuries, so I'd rather tear my ACL.
Yeah, because you gotta, as a quarterback, you got to plan.
Yeah, so the ankle. So here goes the thing. So because he rolled the ankle to the outside, that means you have the break and the ligament. So like how Derek Jeter. So it's a two-pronged part. So he tore the ligaments inside his ankle or his foot, and then broke his foot. So now he has to stretch it out. That would be good though. But to tell you the truth, he should be okay.
Well, he's younger.
Yeah, he can heal.
But like literally, his foot was backwards.
I know.
So.
Hey, when I broke my ankle, my foot was literally taken the other way, and I had to like twist it back in place. It was.
Yeah, that's what he tried to do.
Yeah,
but it didn't work.
It's all bad.
Yeah, I did mine quick enough. Yeah. Okay. About that.
You want to talk about college basketball, Sherry?
Oh.
Well, actually, I wasn't going to talk about college basketball. Sorry, I got distracted. I was going to talk about the NCAA and that they are going to do the football championship and all the fall sport championships in the spring. What do y'all think about that?
What? Wait, rewind that. Wait, so we're going to do all the championships in the spring.
Yep.
So
what are we waiting for?
Good question.
Wait,
so the football championship is slated to play it in May.
Oh no!
Wow,
that's way too late.
The first weekend in May.
That's too late because by that, but the process for recruiting, process for kids coming out of school going to the league, like it just throws everything off.
Yeah,
and it just. And you're not gonna get the actual enthusiasm from these kids like they would have when it's December, January, when they're playing the bowl games and the championship games.
Right. So they're limiting the games. So I think they're only having 6. So they're not having all them Tostito bowls.
Well, you're thinking about it. Wisconsin and Nebraska was supposed to play this weekend, right?
Yep.
Okay. And they did away with that game, like totally gone.
Yep.
Yeah. It was like the whole team.
Basically.
Got it.
I mean, that's a lot of people. I mean, I think for me, I think it's too late. I think for the championship it's too late just because like my brother said, it's just you got all these players. You probably got 60 players that are getting ready for the NFL combine and draft.
And not only that, the Pac-12 will start next month.
Right. Oh, they're not.
You know that like Bama and Clemson are going to be up at the top.
Right. They're not.
So you're right.
Yeah.
A lot of them go to the NFL.
Yep.
So how does that look for them going to the combine? because the combine's in June.
Right. Oh, don't get hurt.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I knew I was a top prospect, I'm not playing.
I'm not playing. Yeah, I'm not gonna play.
I'm good. I'm straight. I'm not playing.
So you think that this whole situation is gonna end up being where the guys are just gonna sit out the championship games?
I would.
Yeah.
If you're like they just said though, if you're a top prospect, I'd say top 20
Yes.
in the NFL draft.
Not even top 20.
I'm not playing.
If you're the first rounder or even a second rounder, I'm not playing at all.
You know what's crazy? Here goes the crazy thing. I would play the whole season, and I would sit out as soon as the playoffs start. If I make it through the season, as soon as the playoffs start, I'm done. I turn it in. I'm good. I got my agent. I'm leaving school. I'm going to work out. That's what I would do. That's exactly.
Yeah, this whole year of the COVID virus has just totally twisted everything up. And I gotta admit, just my own opinion, I'm thinking that the NBA did it right by having a bubble.
Right.
Right. WNBA, because you didn't hear about a whole bunch of them getting COVID.
No, I really didn't hear about any woman coming down with the COVID virus, period.
Speaking about WNBA, let me just big up to Super and Megan Rapinoe. Good job. They got engaged.
They got engaged. Yay.
Yay.
Which is crazy.
Yes.
I didn't even know Super was like gay. But
Really?
Yeah.
Know that.
I mean, we can't
Wow.
tell.
Yes, you can.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, maybe you could.
That's a different story.
She's really cute to me, but I'm just saying. Congratulations.
Did it crush you, Abby?
I thought I had a chance.
Okay, well, no.
It's not 11 basketball, brother.
Right.
I tried.
And what do you think about the player for the Dodgers?
Oh my God, this guy,
Oh
Justin Turner is his name. Like, I don't want to. Oh, we won. I'm going back out there. What? I'm gonna take my mask off.
But
Is that the dude that had COVID?
Yeah. They pulled him from the game when they got the results.
He didn't even play.
But at the same time, I blame the Dodgers in
I think it's baseball's fault too.
For not saying, hey, for real, like, you need to sit down. Like, sit down.
They had the security. He kind of was like, no, I'm not listening to you.
Okay, we'll get fined.
And that's probably what's going to happen. They'll fine him and probably take a few games, about a week for the games away from him, and
Here goes the thing, though. If I was him, I probably would have did the same thing. I would be like, man, we just won.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I would have definitely done the same thing. I'm not saying it from a player standpoint. I'm saying it from an organizational standpoint. You guys really dropped the ball and let the players really dictate what we're gonna do.
Yeah, that was their fault. Fred Manford. We're gonna call him out.
That moron there. I mean, but anyway.
But they, you know what though? Even with all of that, because they had a lot of COVID testing back and forth, and they did pretty good too. And they, a lot of people they got. I think they were getting a lot of false positives too, where people were like, "Hey, I'm not really sick," or they call them asymptomatic, and I'm like, "You're really not sick." So I don't know which one it is, but they would sit out and then go back in. So hopefully nobody else on the Dodgers is sick.
Well, it doesn't matter now.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, how do you guys feel about the NBA starting up in December 22nd?
What
is the due date?
Yeah, December 22nd. I don't mind it. It throws us off again, but
right.
Well, I do mind it because you know what, the Lakers just won, and they'll probably have about 2 months off at best.
Yep.
No.
Yep. What's crazy? They've been wanting to push back the start of the NBA until December for a little while anyway.
Right.
So this plays right into the NBA's hand. But they said that they're going to do like 72. They're only going to shorten the season by 10 games or something like that.
Right.
So, from what everybody's speculating, LeBron and most of the veterans, they're going to sit out the first month anyway. So give them 3 months of regular rest. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, because usually you stop in June and you start back up in
right. But that's what that's 3 months, isn't it?
Yep.
June, July, August, September. It's 4 months.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in that month of September, you're playing preseason games anyway.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So,
And I mean, at the beginning of the season is slow anyway. I mean, really, no one really picks up the pace until almost right before the break. So
yeah, well, right after All-Star.
Yeah,
right.
All-Stars when I think if the Lakers are within, they'll have their little cap to be within a certain margin of in the West. But I mean, man, the West is gonna be tough. So
it's gonna be deep. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, everybody's kind of. I think the key to the West is gonna see what Golden State is gonna do with the pick. That's gonna be the key to the West. If they keep the pick, then kind of where they're gonna go. If they trade the pick and get 2 players, then it's like, oh snap, whoa, we got Klay Thompson. They still got Klay. They still got Steph. I hate to say it.
Yeah. The Splash Brothers.
That can't be okay. And they still got Andrew Wiggins, so they can still trade back Andrew Wiggins too. So
they got some material to trade with.
Yep.
Wiggins would be the one, sort of the odd man out.
Right. I would trade Wiggins, to someone, get a couple more draft picks, and I would draft Wiseman.
You see, I like Wiseman too.
I like Wiseman because that's their need. Their need is a stretch big. So he's a Chris Bosh type player. So it's like, dude, I can stretch the floor.
You know what? That's a good analogy because I was going to liken him to Chris Bosh too.
Hey man, that's why we're family.
Do you think Minnesota's going to trade Cat?
Ooh,
they shouldn't. They shouldn't.
I mean,
I would get rid of D'Angelo Russell before I get rid of a Cat. Because Cat is your anchor. I mean, you need someone that's going to be solid in the backcourt. And I don't think Russell's the one for Minnesota. Well, now I like the kid out of Georgia. I like him, if he goes to Minnesota.
Super athletic. But he can't he can't shoot like Russell. He's not a ball handler. It's a different player. He's a straight up, I need the ball. He's like Richard Jefferson. I need the ball to take 2 dribbles and dunk. He's not consistent enough with his jump shot. I mean, I watch him play. I'm like, okay. But you can see some of these players like, I'm gonna take the 15 foot.
But I mean, Russell is a streaky shooter too. Because I mean, if he goes, 2 for 5, you already know he's gonna have a bad game. Like it's inevitable. But if he starts clicking, it's like, oh, okay, you can drop 60.
I mean, the boys only 23 or 24 years old.
Yeah.
So, Samuel, you don't have a response to that?
No.
Okay.
Oh
no,
he doesn't care.
He doesn't.
No,
he doesn't.
Well, come on, man. The Wolves are they're sort of in that Midwest division, which I don't understand. Help me out. I don't understand why they're not in the same division with Chicago, the Bucks.
They should be in the Eastern Conference.
Right.
That's what I said.
They're so misplaced.
Well, just like Memphis is in the West still, so
right. They're not the Grizzlies anymore.
Yeah,
they should be in that southern. They should be in the same division as the Pelicans, the Hawks.
Yep.
Charlotte should be in there.
Yeah, Pelicans are in the West too. I just remember that. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, man.
They need to revamp that whole configuration for the league. I'm just saying, because it's just Golden State is Golden State, and LA is LA. The Clippers are the Clippers. But I'm thinking, speaking of the Clippers, I've been still hearing some rumors about them trading Paul George.
Yeah. And they're going after Rondo really, really
Right.
hard.
He should be done.
Well,
Yeah.
Rondo helped the Lakers win a championship though.
But I mean, honestly, in all honesty, I would drop Rondo if we got Chris Paul.
Chris
Oh,
Paul
for sure.
No, yes, but it's not going to ever work out. Chris Paul is the money.
Right, and the Lakers don't have a lot of money to play around with.
Yeah, they don't.
But I mean, you might spend a little money on Paul, but Paul brings something to the court that Rondo couldn't bring. He's Chris Paul is a better offensive player and a streaky defender, but I'll take the ball out of LeBron's hand if I have Chris Paul and we can run the offense better.
Chris Paul's going to be the true point guard. But here's the
right.
If you get rid of Rondo, is who's going to replace that point guard in the starting five? So he's going to go to the starting five. He's not going to come. Rondo comes off the bench, so Rondo is going to get about $6-7 million a year. But Chris Paul is at an astronomical number for what he is. Now,
well, I think if Chris Paul wants to win a championship, his best bet is to go to the Lakers.
Yeah.
Yep. Either LA or LA. That's it.
We're not going back to the Clippers.
Why not? Why not?
Wow. Why would you?
Because the only thing you have to do is distribute the ball because Kawhi is not the go-to guy all the time.
But they've shown that they have dysfunction in the Clippers team.
Oh,
they're not gonna be that good next year.
Well, it's kind of like with the Clippers, the numbers out on the Clippers, man. Dysfunctionalism runs rampant in that organization. They got rid of the head coach. The head coach was not the problem.
No.
So they brought in Tyronn Lue.
Yeah.
Tyronn Lue probably is a better fit for the Clippers as an assistant. I just think he relates better to the players. I don't know. I don't think Doc really related that well to the players. This is my own opinion.
Doc is old school. That's why. Doc is old school.
Yeah. And the players that are out now, they're not.
Yeah.
No.
Don't talk to me like that. Do you know who I am? Yeah, you're this guy that we pay too much money for.
Exactly.
How are we looking for time?
We got about 9 minutes left, sir.
Oh man.
9 minutes.
9 whole minutes. So you got 9 minutes to talk your talk. But
Do what?
You got 9 minutes to talk your talk.
I've been kind of quiet today, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, because every time we get to the end of the show, it's like, nope, I want to jabber. I'm like, no.
And today he's not.
No.
Wow.
What's up with that?
I don't know. No, actually, what I am, we went to really a nice Chinese restaurant. I got the food to go. No, I haven't eaten yet.
Oh,
so I'm like starving like Marvin. I didn't eat any breakfast.
So your blood sugar's probably low.
I'll check it when I get out. When we're done with this show, I'll check my blood sugar. By the way, I'm a diabetic, so I gotta really be aware of when I eat and what I eat. So
I need you to go eat. We'll take it from here.
Well, yeah. Exactly.
Sherry and nephews.
Sherry and nephews.
We got it.
We got this.
So go on and turn your video off. We'll let you know when to come back and say bye.
Bye. Bye, Uncle.
Nope.
That's not gonna happen.
Yes, it is.
No.
You ain't gonna pass out on me.
I'm not gonna pass out. I had a piece of chicken and one shrimp.
And one shrimp.
But I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go back to that restaurant. That's really a good restaurant.
It was good. See,
Okay.
I ate.
Wow. Well, that's excuse. Well, thank goodness for you. You ate. Whoa.
Right, so you should go eat.
I'm going. As soon as we're done with this show, I'm gonna go eat.
That was your fault, Uncle. That was your fault.
I know, but we had like 20 minutes before the show started. and I didn't want to start wolfing the food down. So
I'm not gonna lie, man. My food is like right next to me too. So.
See, what's for dinner for you?
We have some Alfredo chicken and salad.
Oh man. Nice. Oh, I might have to come up the street then. You're only like 10 minutes away.
Hey, where does Lanai live at?
She lives in
yeah, she lives on the other side of the city.
Yeah, other side of the earth. She lives 45 minutes away from us.
Wow.
Yeah, she wants us to come over all the time. That's a no. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like going to another state with you guys live so far north, man.
Man, what?
Whoa.
Man, we are in the country, man. I ain't not gonna lie. I'm like, dude, can we move? Like, can we move? For real? Can we move? All right, we got any predictions about the Raiders won today? Yay.
They did.
Who they beat?
The Browns.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Who?
Nobody. The Browns.
Oh,
5-2 though, so it's kind of crazy.
well, that's I'm a Raiders fan for life, but I don't like Chucky.
Why?
It's all about 49ers, baby.
No one likes Chuck.
Yeah, who likes Chucky?
No, Chucky he doesn't do it for me. He just doesn't do it for me.
Oh, but before we log off, just right quick, what do we think about Antonio Brown going to the Bucks?
Ooh.
Man.
First game is tomorrow night.
Right. So we're gonna see.
He's gonna.
No, he's not playing this week. He's playing next week.
Oh, because now for me. Now, this week is his 8-game suspension, right?
Right.
It's the 8-game.
Yeah.
Then he
so
has
this
to sit
week,
out for
this
a
will
week.
be the last. Tomorrow will be the last of the day of his suspension.
Right, but
so
then he
he'll
has
be
to
able
sit
to
out for
play
the
next
COVID,
week.
COVID thing, whatever.
What? You got COVID too?
No, he don't have COVID, but that's the protocol.
He's gonna sit out.
Right.
That's protocol.
They're just making up stuff. I'm sorry. But man, this dude been in the house for 12 weeks. You got to sit down too, man. Like, God dang, dog.
Yeah, just stick him one more week, just for safe measure.
we
really don't like you that much, so yeah, sit out one more week.
Yeah, one more week. Yeah, we do. Like, damn, that's a new one. That's like moving the goalpost on that one.
Right.
Well, they got a protocol, and you got to sort of follow the protocol, So
We just need more weapons.
Right. So anyway, before I go, I want to talk about the election real quick.
Uh-oh.
Why? You don't vote.
Okay.
So you don't get to talk about it.
But everybody.
I voted, and I'm gonna talk about it. It's a piece of
I voted. I can talk about it too.
Go ahead.
It's a piece of junk. Go ahead, Uncle. Say what you're gonna say, so I can piggyback off you. We got 3 minutes.
Oh, okay. I'll take 2 minutes of the 3 minutes. No, I just, just my opinion is that I just think that this whole deal is going to have a lot of cheating going on, a lot of cheating. And then I know that 45 is not. If he ends up losing the election,
he ain't leaving.
He's not gonna leave.
He already said it. Look,
he said he's not gonna leave. He's gonna go kicking and screaming.
Yep. I mean, this is my thing. I just went and voted down here the other day. And so, usually they have like a little electronic touch screens, right? Boom, boom, electronic, and then you go. Well, this year they have electronic touch screens. We go do the little thing. I wrote my own name in on a couple of things because I don't like people. They said, hey, print out your thing. It's valid. Okay, so I'll print out my ballot of everybody who I put in. Okay, you got to go over here and scan it. Why do you do this? You're in an age of technology, and you tell me that I got to take this off of here and then go scan it to somewhere else so you can test my ballot? I was like, oh my God, oh y'all about to lie.
Yeah, it's too many. It's like they're just making up all these rules now. But I'll tell you what, it's just my own opinion. A lot of these young people, the millennials like yourselves, y'all are going to be voting now.
Yes.
Look,
So
this is over my 35 voting.
So in Minnesota, they passed the law, like if you have an absentee ballot,
Mhm.
if it is not in by 8 p.m. on November 3rd, it doesn't count. So they've been saying, don't mail your ballot in, just go to a polling place and drop it in the box.
Yeah, for the box.
I've been hearing that too. I've been really hearing that too. I think they're trying to say like that's the safest way to really get your vote counted. But I mean, does our vote really count because we still have the electoral college? I don't understand why we still got that.
Right. And then if you don't win that, you're
gonna win.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know what are they saying. Are they saying that Biden is going to win that in Georgia?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest,
Actually, he's a little bit ahead in Georgia now.
Yeah, he's ahead here in Georgia.
Yeah,
currently, at least.
Because my county used to be all red, and now it's neck and neck blue and red. And then you got some of these counties that you don't think that were traditionally all red, and now they're all suburbs, and now people are making more money, and they're moving out to the suburbs, so that's where they're targeting.
I just feel like 45. I'm gonna leave my personal opinion out of it.
Okay.
I just feel like COVID is hurting the current person in charge of America.
I agree with that.
So if your chief of staff comes out and says, you know what, we don't have control over this virus, we're just gonna let it play out. Wow.
Like we already knew that though, but I've been trying to play it like, man.
Like there's almost 300,000 people that have COVID.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, they have died from COVID. So we got 38 seconds left.
All right. I want to thank everyone for listening to us, and you can catch us on YouTube every Sunday. Well, you're gonna go tomorrow, so we're out. We'll be on every Sunday, and I want to thank you guys, my nephews. I want to thank Sherry for being on with you all, and thank you all very much. And we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Next
thank
week.
you guys.
I'm gonna eat now.
Go eat. Go get some food.
Go eat.
Right.
Bye.
All right.
49ers, baby. Let's go.